Okay, so I've been doing some juice reviews lately, and I've been doing it out of a sub-ohm tank with two coils in parallel and stuff like that. And my buddy was telling me, hey man, if you want to do some juice reviews, you need RDA. So guess what? RDA. Now, never built a coil in my life. Today, I set out to build a zero point 0.5 ohm coil for a Canthal 22 gauge, and guess what? First time's a charm. Nailed it. So I got 1.5 ohm coil in here. I only got an iStick 30 watt on here, so I mean I can't really go much lower than 0.5, 0.4, but I tried the 0.4 and it wasn't doing it for me. So I put the 0.5 in there. I got a 3/8 diameter on the coil for the wraps, and it kind of barely fit in there, but I managed to fit it in there. And I've been dripping it, I've been hitting it ever since I put it together. It's working out pretty good. I'm just gonna put a few more drips in here just to make sure I got a nice bit of juice in there when I show you what she can do. Now, I was getting some pretty good flavor off my 0.4 sub-ohm Smock X2, I'm not gonna lie, but let me tell you something. After hitting this, there is no turning back. I was vaping some Crasberry before on my Smock X2, and believe you me, I mean, even on a Smock A1 coil, the flavor was amazing. The Smock X2, the flavor was twice as good, at least. On this, I don't even know if I have the words to describe how good the flavor is on this. So, I mean, I got a lot of reviews to do because I went to Vape Can 2015. Got all kinds of juices, all kinds of companies, 50/50 PGVG, I got Max VGs, I got all kinds of stuff, fruits, custards, creams, everything to get to. So, putting a new coil in, a new X2 in my Smock every time I wanted to do a review got to be a bit of a pain in the butt. It started to get a bit expensive and everything, the cost of the coils and everything. So, RDA was the way to go. I could basically just use the same coils, heat them up, wick them, go ahead, drip it in there, and get maximum flavor. So I can tell you exactly what kind of flavor profile I'm getting out of those, how it tastes, what's going on. See, I got my Suicide Bunny hat. I got that from Vape Can 2015. I really like that. It fits my head perfectly. I also got some other stuff too. But in here right now, I got E-Vape rated Crasberry, and let me tell you, I wanted to try this with the Crasberry because Crasberry is just one of my favorite juices ever. I freaking love Crasberry. I mean, if you haven't tried Vape rated Crasberry, you get in there, you try that stuff. That sounds good. So I'm going to show you what this thing can do. I got it on 30 watts right now. Remember, I got 1.5 ohm coil in there. I'll show you in a second, but I just want to hit this and let you guys get an idea of what's going on here. Holy cloud. Check out that cloud. That's pretty good. I only got one airflow open right now. I only got one coil in there. 0.5 ohm. This battery can't handle less than a 0.4. So there's no point in trying to put in anything else right now. But getting a different battery. There it is. My first coil ever. Can't remember how many wraps I did on it, but it's 3/8 inch inner diameter. Got the cotton in there. My baby's screaming right now, but that's okay. Check it out. I'm not some kind of a pro builder or anything. It's the first time I've ever done it, so if you're out there looking at this going, what the hell is that guy doing? Don't worry, I'm going to get a lot better. That's just the first one. I kind of rushed it a little bit because I was dying to try this out. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. When I get a battery that can handle lower ohms, maybe like a 0.2 ohm, I got a couple of 0.4 ohm coils I'm going to slap in there. And I'm going to give that a rip. Got an 80 watt battery I'm going to hook it up to as well and see what this bad boy can really do. It's called a little boy, that one. But if you're out there and you're vaping on tanks like I was and stuff like that and you think you're getting flavor, not even. I mean, yeah, sure, it's going to taste good. But This just tastes fantastic. It's the same flavor, but there's just a whole lot more of it. A whole lot more. So a big shout out to my buddy Crash JC down at Kennedy Square Mall in Brampton here. I work with the Can Vape store there. If you haven't been down there to see him, you got to get down there to see him. The guy knows his shit, and he will give it to you straight, and he will hook you up some great deals, great prices on good equipment. You know, unbelievable. Get down there, all your vape needs. Check you later.